Footwork at its core is the ability to move you in space, to move you to any direction. Be aware that the goal of footwork is to position yourself in a way that you can attack in the best ways possible, and to also position you in a way that you cannot be attacked at the same time. So you want to position your weapons in a range and angle to ideally attack your opponent, whilst positioning your vulnerable parts in a way that your opponent cannot attack them or only suboptimal attack them. So to start, just stand upright, normal, relaxed stance, and bring your dominant foot one step back. Just one step. Your feet should be in neutral position, about shoulder width and about 1.5 shoulder width in the distance of your feet, like so. Your feet should be parallel and pointing forward, like so. Not duck feet, parallel, like so. Keep your knees bent. The knees should always be bent to allow for a spring motion when moving and to be more mobile. So when my knees are bent, I can move my head to any direction, can move my body, and I can step a lot faster. When my knees are locked, I first need to bend before I can move. And there's some people, they're assholes like me, that if I see a straight knee, I'm kicking that thing right through and it's gone. So always have your knees a little bent, keep it a little bouncy, just keep the bounce in it. The weight should be primarily on your forefoot. The heel may touch the floor or may not, but just keep it light, like so. Just keep it bouncy and keep it light. Body is upright. It's important to start with a neutral stance. If you're too much forward, it's a very aggressive stance. But if you want to be more aggressive, where will you go? If you lean backwards, it's very defensive and you get way too much weight on your right foot, so you almost can't punch and you can't move backwards. So be neutral so you can move your body and your weight and your feet any direction. I call that sitting on the throne. So like if you're a king or a queen, you just sit on your throne and you just reach everywhere. So just stand, feet bouncy, keep your hands up. As a beginner, cover your whole head. I see too many beginners wanting to move like they're Roy Jones, and trust me, not even Roy Jones was Roy Jones when he first started. When he started, he kept his hands up and his elbow tight. We will look a lot more at that in depth in the defense video we will do in a couple days. Stay tuned for it. So now just stay upright, stay easy, stay moving, and move to any direction. So the first step should be forward, backwards, right and left, and the system is open, close. So you open your feet and you close again. If I want to go to the left or forward, then I will move my left foot first, and if I want to move to the right or backwards, I will move my right foot first. And I move it about a feet length, only one foot. Now my legs are a lot more open than before, and I close back to neutral stance, like so. It feels odd at first, but this step is a way too much risk in the beginning. We just open and close. Only about 1 foot, 1 feet length. Even smaller steps are even better. The smaller steps you do, the higher your rhythm is, the higher you practice. So the more you can do, the higher your work rate is, and the lower your risk is. If I make a big step, almost as jumping in, I'm at a high risk of getting countered, getting punched. So I'm doing small steps, a lot of small steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. First, just drill, step forward, step backward, step left, step right. And baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Once you master this, we will try to make circular steps, like so. So generally, you move to the weak side of your opponent. So most people are left foot forward because they're right-handed. It's a little counterintuitive. If you're right-handed, you probably want to have your right hand forward because it feels stronger. But think about it. When you're throwing a ball, you probably, hopefully, do not throw like this. You throw like this. So you bring your non-dominant foot forward, your dominant foot backwards, dominant hand backwards, and then you throw. And that's how we want to box and kick too. So the non-dominant hand in the front and the strong hand will follow up and punch. We start with footwork because it's the basis. Think of yourself for a moment like if you're a tank. So these are my weapons and these are my tracks. And my tracks just move me wherever I need to be. They create angles, they create movement. Okay, we will look at that in depth also, why we do this in the attack video and in the defense video. So now if you're left foot forward, imagine an opponent left foot forward, that means this is my middle line. On this side, on my right side, is my right hand that will punch you really hard, and on the left side is maybe my left hand who does a jab, and a little bit thereafter, no hand anymore, my back. So you want to circle towards my back, I want to circle towards your back. And I do it by creating a circular motion with my right foot and follow with my left. Circle, 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 circle. If you care, you can paint or with the tape make a cross on the floor and circle around the middle line. I have a cross with my mat here. I'm not sure if you can see it in the video. So I'm just moving around it, and I can also practice stepping in and out, left and right, and circle. Also practice the circle to the left side, leading with your left foot, of course. Left foot, right foot follows. Left foot, right foot follows. In the basic, it should be 45-degree angle per step. Just 45 degrees, or even smaller, 22.5 degrees. Bam, 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 bam. You can practice that at home as well. And once you master this one, we will like to do the bigger steps, diagonal, boom. Rare thing, but we need to be able to do it. Step the right foot forward, step the left foot forward. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back. So all kinds of steps we can do. Now the beautiful thing is you can combine any step with any punch and any head movement. So we have the right and left slip, right, bob and weave. We've got the punches and uppercuts, and you can do anything with everything. If you're a beginner, start with left foot, left hand, right foot, right hand. Bam, 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 boom, bam, 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 boom, bam, 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 boom, bam, bam, boom, bam, 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 boom. Next would be to circle around and make my right step with my left hand. So right step, jab, right step, jab, left step, right hand. Up, 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 up. And also to the other side. Left foot, left hand this time, right foot, right hand. Boom, 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 boom. Again, you can do it on the cross, 45 degrees, 45 degrees, 45 degrees, 45 degrees to the left, 45 degrees to the left, 45 degrees to the left, 45 degrees to the left. And also you can do the diagonal steps, you can attack, and suddenly a huge step commences and a huge attack with a lot of power to follow up if your opponent retreats very quickly. Instead of baby steps, suddenly, wah-wah! And you create a lot of pressure with very little energy expenditure on your side. So those are the basic steps. Be upright, forward, backwards, right, left, circular right, circular left, diagonal to the right, and diagonal to the left, forward and backwards. Pretty simple, straightforward. You can combine it with anything. Soon we will do also a video on the basic combinations that you need to do, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video that will be on how to create speed. Alright, thanks for watching and keep practicing. Tschüss.